Why do we fish? I was pondering on this question on one of my latest fishing trips. Faced by multiple difficulties which grow exponentially while fishing on a paddleboard, one can only wonder why I persist with this sport. Indeed, on the paddleboard I have not only to think of the fishing, but also on keeping all of my belongings dry and on board. It's not a secret that I already fell off once of the SUP and lost a good fishing rod with one very valued lure. With the wind as a factor, I have to carry an anchor if I want to efficiently fish a particular section of the lake. Then I also need a stringer if I want to keep some fish, the bag with my lures, line and other tools, and also not to mention the GoPro and my filming setup. I discovered that my motivation is in the journey and what I learned through the process, and not necessarily the results. Indeed, so far my results haven't been extraordinary, but I discovered that by being thoughtful and having a strategy, I usually can rely on catching at least one fish per trip. Again, all things considered, those are not record numbers, and the fish that I catch aren't usually in the monster category. However, I'm still in the search for the perfect spot, the proverbial honey hole that all fishermen are looking for. On this trip, I wanted to target mostly smallmouth and pike. As it was the middle of the summer, I knew that fish would go to the deeper parts of the lake. With the help of a topographic map, I was able to find a suitable structure, some steep slopes where I hoped I would find my target species. The problem was that this spot was 1.5 nautical miles from where I was launching my paddleboard. Indeed, lakefront properties are so popular that it is hard to find a place of access on the water that isn't private. So, after lots of pondering, I decided to use the occasion and get my workout at the same time. So I paddled as fast as I could for quite a long time. It took me a good 45 minutes to get to my spot. Do tell me that fishing isn't a sport after that. Anyhow, arrived at the spot, I got my confidence lure, the Ned rig, and started hitting the slopes of the lake, the transitions, and so on. But to my surprise, nothing. No hits, not even one bite. Well, that's why we call it fishing and not catching, right? No matter how well you have planned your fishing, you're always at the mercy of the elements. I tried several different lures with no luck. I changed the spot several times as well. I even got snagged on a rock and had to retie. Time was flying and I was running out of daylight. I decided to try a lure that I don't fish too often, the pink tube. Not only does the color seem weird to me, but also I only have to wonder, why would sweetwater fish attack something that looks like a small squid? But apparently the fish didn't mind, because as I was retrieving, almost at the paddleboard, my lure got hit by one of the bigger perch that I had ever caught. Finally, some result for all the hard work. Woo. Woo. Huge perch, wow. I did not expect that. I got it. Just next to me. Wow. And he was attacked here. Maybe by a pike. I put the perch on my stringer and I quickly threw the tube in the water again. I didn't want to miss the feeding window. And I got a hit again, but this time it was not a perch. I knew I had a pike on my line. Whoa, big fish, big fish. Woo. Woo. Oh. Oh. Big fish. Oh, yeah. Oh. As I didn't have a net, I had to be very careful to grab his gills as soon as possible and immobilize him. And after some struggling, I was able to land him on the board. And what a catch it was! Maybe not in the monster category, but it definitely made my day. At the same time, I had almost run out of sunlight, and if I wanted to be back to the car before sundown, I had to hurry. So I packed my gear and started paddling as fast as possible once again back to the ramp. Fishing is in many ways a humbling experience. You can put an extraordinary amount of effort in it and still not get the results that you wished for. However, every now and then you get lucky and catch a fish that makes you dream of that place where the fish are plentiful and always biting. All I can do is keep searching and keep fishing.